Hey kiddos, I hope today finds you well. In this video, we're going to learn about line breaks. Now, line breaks are an amazing tool that we can use in poetry to make sure that our poetry is being read like we want it read. And so when we have these line breaks, we're signaling our readers to send certain cues that say, I want the cadence of your voice to go like this. And this is an example of a poem with no line breaks. So I took this poem, this beautiful poem, and I took out all the line breaks and turned it into basically a paragraph. And when you read it like this, if you want to go ahead and pause the video and give it a try, what you'll notice is that you read it more like a story than like poetry. I want you to listen to the author reading the poem that he wrote like he meant it to sound with all of the line breaks, and maybe compare that to how you read it differently when you read the paragraph version. Okay, so here's the poem from the author.
We walked on the bridge over the Chicago River for what turned out to be the last time, and I ate cotton candy, that sugary air, that sweet blue light spun out of nothingness. It was just a moment, really, nothing more. But I remember marveling at the sturdy cables of the bridge that held us up, and threading my fingers to the long and slender fingers of my grandfather, an old man from the old world who long ago disappeared into the nether regions. And I remember that 8-year-old boy who had tasted the sweetness of air, which still clings to my mouth and disappears when I breathe.
So I want you to think about how that was different than you had originally read it in the paragraph form. The cadence of the author's voice, especially at this point where he pauses and says, and I ate the cotton candy, that sugary air. I did not, when I read the paragraph version, I did not catch on to the fact that the author really wanted you to pause before the and. And I think that that's a really important point. And I want you to play around with the power of line breaks. It's really, really important to know where those line breaks are supposed to go. And I would encourage you, if you're trying to find out in your poem and your poem looks something more like a paragraph, I would encourage you to read it. And every time that you want your reader to kind of pause for that powerful effect, just go ahead and put a line break there. And then just keep on playing with it like that, and ask yourself, is that really where I want the break to be? And then if it is, you can go ahead and press enter and put another break there, another line break, until the poem is just the way that you want it to be. I know you guys are going to do awesome with this, and I can't wait to see what you do with the day.